Good morning, friends. Hope you are doing good. So, friends, we have learned the two topics. The first is the government department, and number two is the statutory corporation. Today, we are going to learn the topic of government company. Now, what is government company? It is the same as it is a public limited company, but the only thing is that more than 50% shareholding is by the state government or by the central or by the state as well as the central or by the union territory. Let's see the friends what is government company. A government company is established under the Companies Act 2013. Clearly they want to say that a government company is established under the Companies Act 2013 and is registered and governed by the provisions of the act. These are established for purely business purpose and in true spirit compete with the companies in the private sector. So why it is established? It has what is the main role in establishing government companies in order to compete with the private sector, because the private sector if becomes very huge, they may exploit the consumer. So it's very clear. So what is the government company? Government company is established under the Companies Act 2013 and is registered and governed by the provisions of the act. These are established for purely business purpose and in true spirit compete with the companies in the private sector. According to section 2 of 45 of the Companies Act 2013, clearly they want to say, according to section 245 of the Companies Act 2013, a government company means any company. The definition they are saying, a government company means any company in which not less than 51 percentage of the paid up capital is held by the central government or by any state government or partially by the central and partly by one or more the state government includes a company which is a subsidiary of a government company. That is the definition they want to say. So what the what definition? According to section 2 under 45 of the Companies Act 2013, a government company means any company. Clearly they want to say government company means any company in which not less than 51 percentage, but 51% से नीचे नहीं होना चाहिए, not less than 51 percentage of the paid up capital, मतलब share capital is held by, किस किस के पास रहेगा, central government or by any state government or partially by the central government and partly by one or more state government and includes a company which is a subsidiary of the government company. Right. Under the Companies Act 2013, there is no change in the definition of a company. All the provisions of Act are applicable to the government company unless otherwise specified. A government company may be formed as a private limited or a public limited company. There are certain provisions which are applicable to the appointment, retirement of directors and other managerial personnel. From the above, it is clear that the government exercise control over the paid up share capital of the company. The share of the company are purchased in the name of the. देखो clear बहुत important question पूछा. The shares of the company are purchased in the names of President of India. Since the government is a major shareholder and exercise control over the management of this company, they are known as government company. And simple बोले तो government company are those company in which more than 51 percentage of the paid up capital is in the hands of the government. Next comes the topic features. Now what are the features? Features, characteristics already we know. देखते हैं. Government company have certain characteristics which makes them distinct from the other forms of organization. अलग ही है, independent है, right? Public private दोनों मिलके काम करती है, यानी बहुत सारे इसके फायदे हैं as compared to डिपार्टमेंट में क्या होता है, the whole fund is given by the government only. No finance, no independence is there. बहुत सारे problems है उसके अंदर. पॉलिटिकल इंटरफेरेंस। स्टैट्यूटरी कंपनी में तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है उसमें, उनको भी खुद पैसे लाने पड़ते हैं, लेकिन कंट्रोल तो गवर्नमेंट ही करती है सर। लेकिन यहाँ ऐसा नहीं। It is an organization created under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law. Previous company law का मतलब 1950 के हिसाब से भी लॉ चलता है। So what we can say, characteristic, it is an organization. ये एक organization ऐसा है, it is an organization which is created, it is an organization which is created under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law. What we can say, it is an organization created, क्या लिखा है, it is an organization created under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law. Company can file a suit, company case कर सकती है, company can file a suit in a court of law against any third party or it can be sued. Right, ये चीज हमने इसमें देखा था, public corporation में देखा था. It is an organization created under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law. The company can file a suit, company suit file कर सकती है in a court of law against any third party and can be sued. The company can enter into a contract and can acquire property in its own name. Right? Company can enter into a contract, company contract में enter कर सकती है and can acquire property in its own name. The management of the company is regulated by the provisions of the Company Act like any other public limited company. क्या लिखा है? The management of the company, the manage करती है company. The management of the company is regulated by the provisions of the Companies Act like any other public limited company. Right? तो पहला तो क्या है? It is an organization created under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law. है ना? 2013 के हिसाब से. The company can file a suit, case कर सकती है, in a court of law against any third party can be sued. The company can enter into a contract. Company can enter into a contract and can acquire property in its own name. The management of the company is regulated by the provisions of the Companies Act like any other public limited company. The employees of the companies are appointed according to their own rules and regulations as contained in the Memorandum and Article of Association of the company. The Memorandum and Article of Association are the main documents of the country, containing all the objects and rules and regulations. ये सब कुछ इसके अंदर आ जाता है. Right, so we have discussed that the first is it is an organization which is created under the Companies Act 2013. Second है company can file a suit. तीसरा company can enter into a contract. Management of the company provision के हिसाब से the employees के बारे में भी सीखा. Then comes friends, right? Sixth point, these companies are exempted from accounting and audit rules and provision. An auditor is appointed by the central government and the annual report is to be presented in the parliament or in the legislative assembly. Right, यानी कहना क्या चाहता है, क्योंकि it is totally owned by the government as well as the private, तो ये चीज इनके ऊपर लागू नहीं होता. These companies are exempted from the accounting and audit rules and regulation. An auditor is appointed, auditor से appoint होता है by the central government and the annual report is to be presented to the parliament or to the state legislature. The government company obtain its fund. The government company obtain its fund from the government shareholding and other private shareholders. It is also permitted to raise fund from the capital market. क्या लिखा है? The government company obtain its fund. Government company fund लेती है from government shareholding and other private shareholders. It is also permitted to raise fund from the capital market. Then comes merits. You know what are the merits? Government companies enjoy several advantages which are as follows. बहुत सारे advantages हैं इनके. क्या है देखो. A government company can be established by fulfilling the requirements of the Indian Companies Act. A separate act in the parliament is not required. क्या लिखा है? A government company can be established by fulfilling the requirements of the Indian Companies Act. The Indian Companies Act के अंदर है, वही उनको follow करना है, कुछ नया नहीं करना है. क्या है? A government company can be established by fulfilling the requirements of the Indian Companies Act. A separate act in the parliament is not required. It has a separate legal entity apart from the government. Government को छोड़ के अलग से इसके entity है. It enjoys autonomy in all management decisions and take action according to business prudence. These companies, by providing goods and services, these companies, by providing goods and reasonable price, are able to control the market and curb unhealthy business practices. मतलब सब कुछ फायदे के लिए करना चाहती है. गवर्नमेंट हमेशा फायदे के लिए करना चाहती है, राइट. गवर्नमेंट कंपनी एंजॉयज सेवरल एडवांटेजेस व्हिच आर एज फॉलोज. पहला है, गवर्नमेंट कंपनी कैन बी एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय फुलफिलिंग ऑल द रिक्वायरमेंट एज पर द इंडियन कंपनीज एक्ट. अलग एक्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. It has a separate legal entity. अलग ही नाम है ना, जैसे कि भारत हेवी इलेक्ट्रिक लिमिटेड, इंडियन ऑयल कॉर्पोरेशन, और भी बहुत सारे, गुजरात इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बोर्ड, राइट. दैट इज अ गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट. It has a separate legal entity apart from the government. It enjoys autonomy. Autonomy का मतलब freedom बोलते हैं. It enjoys autonomy. उसमें क्या था बाकी दोनों में कि वो लोग को बस फ्रीडम नहीं. यहाँ पे लिखा it enjoys autonomy in all management decisions and take action according to the business. These companies, by providing goods and services at reasonable price, and are able to control the market and curb unhealthy business practices. Limitation. Now, what is limitation? फायदे है कि भाई फ्रीडम है, गुड्स एंड सर्विस अच्छे रेट में देने की कोशिश करती है. तो लिमिटेशंस क्या है? वही वापस वही, हम बोलते हैं ऑटोनॉमी है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट में कोई ऑटोनॉमी नहीं होता. देखो, despite the autonomy given to this company, they have certain disadvantages. क्या है? Since the government is only the shareholder in some of the company, the provisions of the company does not have much relevance. The provision of company क्या है कि भाई बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर इतने होने चाहिए, वो रूल्स ले सकते हैं, कर सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ चलता नहीं. It evades constitutional responsibility. Constitutional responsibility इसमें होता नहीं. Which is financed by the government should have. It is not answerable directly to the parliament. इसका बड़ा भी प्रॉब्लम है कि उसको जवाब देना नहीं पड़ता है. The government being the sole shareholder, the management and administration rest in the hands of the government. The main purpose of the government is registered like any other company, right? Is defeated. मतलब जो जिस सोच से हम बनाए हैं कंपनी, वो शायद नहीं हो पाए. क्या कहना चाहते हैं? The government being the sole shareholder, the management and administration rest in the hands of the government. उसके हाथ में रहता है. The main purpose of the government company registered like other company is defeated. Then comes what? The changing role of public sector. Public sector का change क्या हो रहा है? देखते हैं. अभी पब्लिक सेक्टर बहुत बदल गया है, पहले जैसा नहीं है. एट द टाइम ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड दैट द public sector enterprise would play a very important role in achieving certain objectives of the economy, either by direct participation in the business or by acting as a catalyst, helping. The public sector would build up infrastructure, मतलब road, bridges, dams and all, infrastructure for other sectors in the economy and invest in key areas. The private sector was unwilling to invest in projects. Private sector के पास इतने पैसे भी नहीं और वो interest भी नहीं दिखाते, which require heavy investment and had a long term gestation period. बहुत लंबे समय के बाद उसका पैसा मिलता है, जैसे कि iron and steel industry है. The government then took it upon itself, government ने खुद अपने ऊपर ले लिया, to develop infrastructure facilities and provide for goods and service essential for the economy. The Indian economy is in a stage of transition. बदलाव के दौड़ में है. The first 5-year plan in the initial stage of development gave lot of importance to the public sector. पहला जो 5-year plan बनाया गया था 1951 में, सबसे ज्यादा importance किसको दिया गया था? Public sector. In the post 1990 के बाद the new economic policies emphasis on, मैंने बोला ना LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization. The role of public sector was redefined, बदल दिया पूरा. It was not supposed to play a passive role, ठीक है, defensive नहीं, but an active participant and compete in the market. Market में competition with other private sector company in the same industry. These are also held accountable for. उनको जवाब भी देना पड़ेगा. They also held for accountable for losses and return on investment. If a public sector was making loss continuously, loss पे loss किया जा रहा है, it was referred to the Board for Industrial and Financial Reconstruction for complete overhauling or shutdown. नया करो या फिर बंद कर दो इसको. Various committees were set up to study the working of inefficient public sector units with reports on how to improve their managerial efficiency and profitability. The role of public sector is definitely not what was seen in the earlier 1960 or 70. तो पहला काम है डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पहला पॉइंट है. चेंजिंग रोल ऑफ पब्लिक एंटरप्राइज में पहला पॉइंट है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज अ प्री रिक्वेस्ट, मतलब इंपॉर्टेंस फॉर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन इन एनी कंट्री. मेन चीज बोलना चाहते हैं. द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज अ प्री रिक्वेस्ट. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को सबसे बड़ा चेंज करने के लिए द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज अ प्री रिक्वेस्ट फॉर द इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन इन एनी कंट्री. इन द प्री इंडिपेंडेंस पीरियड, इंडिपेंडेंस के पहले बेसिक इंडस्ट्रीज वाज नॉट डेवलप्ड. बेसिक इंडस्ट्रीज तो है ही नहीं था, पूरा खत्म करके गए थे ब्रिटिशर्स ने. And therefore industrialization progressed at a very low pace. बहुत धीरे धीरे हम आगे बढ़ रहे थे. The process of industrialization cannot be sustained without adequate transportation. Transportation नहीं था, उसके लिए roads की availability कम था, and communication facilities. Right? पहले के जमाने में ये फोन थोड़ी थे सब, बहुत मुश्किल होता था. Fuel and energy and basic and heavy. Basic मतलब iron, steel, copper, coal, ये सब. तो ये सब इंपॉर्टेंस था. तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का पूरा जवाबदारी किसने ले लिया? राइट, पब्लिक सेक्टर. द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, द प्राइवेट सेक्टर डिड नॉट शो. प्राइवेट सेक्टर इसके ऊपर इंपॉर्टेंस दे ही नहीं रही थी. द प्राइवेट सेक्टर डिड नॉट शो एनी इनिशिएटिव, ध्यान ही नहीं दे रही थी. जो जानता था कि इसमें पैसा लाना बहुत मुश्किल है. The private sector did not show any initiative to invest in heavy industries or to develop it in a manner. क्यों? क्योंकि बहुत मुश्किल थे. They did not have trained personnel or finance to immediately establish heavy industry, which was the requirement of the economy. Economy को तो बहुत जरूरत थी. It was only the government. The government ही थी which could mobilize its huge capital, coordinate industrial construction, and train technician and workforce. Rail, road, sea and air are the responsibility of the government. And their expansion was contributed to the place of industrialization and ensured future public growth. The public sector enterprise were to operate in certain spheres. Investment were to be made. Give infrastructure to the core sector, which requires huge capital investment, complex and upgrade technology, big and effective organization structure like steel plant, power generation plant, civil aviation, railway, petroleum, right? ये सब की बात हो रही है. Give a lead in investment to the core sector where private sector not functioning. जहाँ पे private sector नहीं आ रहे थे. Fertilizers, pharmaceuticals, मतलब दवा बनाने की कंपनी, petrochemicals, newsprint, medical, medium and heavy engineering. Give direction to future investment, hotel, project management, consultant, textile, automobile, etc. तो ये सब रोल था अपने पब्लिक सेक्टर का. रीजनल बैलेंस, रीजन मतलब क्या कहना चाहते हैं? रूरल एंड अर्बन, सबको बराबर इंपॉर्टेंस देना. The government is responsible for developing all regional and state in a balanced way and removing regional disparity. जितने ही भेदभाव है वो निकालना. Most of the industrial progress was limited to a few areas like port towns in the pre-independence period. After 1951, the government laid down its 5-year plan that particular attention would be paid to those regions which were lacking behind and the public sector industries were deliberately set. वहाँ पे पब्लिक एंटरप्राइज को सेटअप किया जैसे कि बिला स्टील प्लांट वैसा. 4 मेजर स्टील प्लांट वैसे इन बैकवर्ड एरियाज. बड़े बड़े 4 स्टील प्लांट बनाए गए बैकवर्ड एरियाज में. Employment to the workforce and development ancillary. This was achieved some extent, but there is a scope for a lot more. Development of backward region as to ensure a regional balance in the country is one of the major objectives of planned development. Therefore, the government had to locate new enterprise in backward area at the same time preventing the mushrooming the growth of private sector in already in advanced area. राइट तो मतलब जहां पे भी प्राइवेट सेक्टर नहीं आना चाहते हैं वहां सब गवर्नमेंट आना चाहती है. गवर्नमेंट को आना ही पड़ेगा और कोई तरीका भी नहीं है. राइट तो ये सब गवर्नमेंट ने किया. राइट सो फ्रेंड्स आज आपको ये रीड करना है, अच्छी तरीके से समझना है रिलेटेड टू राइट गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट, स्टैट्यूटरी कॉर्पोरेशन एंड गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज. और अभी क्या पढ़ा, रोल ऑफ द चेंजिंग पब्लिक सेक्टर. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में कितना इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीब्यूशन पब्लिक सेक्टर ने दिया है. ओके थैंक यू.